guys, thank you for tuning in to another video. I am super excited about what we're talking about today because we're talking about one of my favorite topics, and that is that money. Yes, I love talking about money. There's nothing wrong with talking about money. I think that we're in 2020. It's very relevant. People want to know, how do I make more money, right? We all want to make more money. Like, if you don't want to make more money, give me your money then, because I want to make more money. So jumping right into it, one of the first things I've learned, and was a goal for me for 2020, was to increase the amount of money in which I am bringing in, because I can work a 9-to-5 job all day, which I do, unfortunately, but I do work a 9-to-5 job, and unfortunately that's just not enough money for me. That's not enough money to be able to do the things in which I want to do. And there's a saying going around that the average millionaire has 7 sources of income. 7 sources. So right now, honestly, I could probably tell you I probably have about 3. So that's not enough. So of course, the thing now is getting a side hustle. There's nothing wrong with a side hustle. I think everybody has to have at least 2, 3. According to being a millionaire, you need about 7, right? I wanted to give you guys some different ways in which you can increase your side hustles, as well as myself. These are some things that I have done, currently do, or looking into getting into as far as bringing another source of income. Now, some of these are things in which they require your time and effort, meaning that you will put in the work for the money, meaning you'll see, I'll tell you guys, but some of these are also considered to be passive incomes, meaning that they do still require time and effort, but over time it's going to be able to make you money in your sleep. All right, so moving on to number 2, that is going to be e-commerce, some sort of online selling in which you can get into. Now, there's many avenues in which you can go about it. You can be like myself and start like an online business. If you don't know, I have an online business or online boutique called House of Inspo. I will put it up here for you guys if you want to go check that out. But pretty much you can get into the e-commerce world selling anything. It doesn't have to be clothes. Whatever your passion is, you can get into selling it. If you like to sell clothes, check out my last video. I do have a video on how to get started in the boutique industry. But if not, there's things such as you can get into selling candles. You can sell secondhand items, you can sell iPhone accessories, you can sell hair, you can sell eyelashes, you can sell shoes, you can sell anything out there that your heart desires. There is a way to source it, and there is a way to put it back up for sale. So figure out what we want to sell. You can sell through platforms such as Wix, Shopify, Etsy. There's many different avenues. Now, if you're one that you don't really want to necessarily get into the selling or going to your own website and stuff like that, you want a little bit more simpler way of going on starting in the e-commerce business, you can even start something simple as Poshmark on your phone. My phone's right here, but I was going to show you guys my phone, but whatever. But you can start as download Poshmark. Poshmark is great if you have stuff sitting in your closet that you're not using. We all do. It's okay. Go through your closet, clean it out, find stuff that's still worthy of reselling. Like they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So just because you don't see it worthy to sell, post it. I've made over $2,000 since starting with Poshmark, and I've probably been Poshmark probably about 2 years. I mean, I haven't been active on it recently like I used to be, but it definitely, when I needed money, it was definitely a good source of, or a good way of me bringing in money, simply by taking a picture of stuff that, like I said, just sitting in my closet that I don't wear, don't need, and I would sell it. It's super easy platform. If you guys want more information on how to get started with your Poshmark, I can definitely tell you it's a great source, or a great way to start. If you don't want to use Poshmark, there's other sources as well that's already set up for you, such as like eBay. I think Amazon, I'm not familiar with Amazon and their process, but I know eBay is another good way to sitting in your house. Like I said, one man's trash is another man's treasure. You never know what people are looking for that you may have that they're willing to pay for. So get into the e-commerce world. That's where everything is going. I personally don't even like to go to the mall. Sometimes I will if I need something like right away, but I'm such an Amazon girl. I will go on Amazon, get it in 2 days, and be happy. And some stuff I can get it in 1 day, which is great now. But yes, or I'll go and just shop online and buy something if I want an outfit that I can't find in my local malls, because yeah, the malls aren't, these stores they're not as great as online. It's what, as far as what you can find. But I will definitely go online hands down 100% of the time over going to the mall unless it's something I need like right now. 3, kind of in that e-commerce world, if you're not really want to get yourself set up to where you have to have all this merchandise sitting in your house, such as myself, there is a thing called drop shipping, which is something that I'm looking into right now. I've seen very great success stories off of drop shipping. If you're not familiar with it, all it is pretty much the same thing as having your own line, but instead of you having all the merchandise, it's outsourced to a third party. So all you are playing is the middleman from getting it from the customer to, or I should do it backwards, from getting from the manufacturer to the customer, and you're the middleman. They do all the work, you know, to get it. Let me re-explain it. So there you have your manufacturer, and then you have your customer, and then here you are as the middleman. All you do is put your platform up there to say, hey, I'm going to play as the middleman to get the information from the manufacturer to the customer. The manufacturer does all the work in regards to shipping the item to the customer. All you do is say, hey, make it known, get the customer's attention, they order, and then they send it, and you get the money. I hope that makes sense. If not, there's a ton of different videos on YouTube that you can look up drop shipping, but drop shipping is definitely a good way to bring in some income. It does take a little time and effort. Definitely do your research if you are interested in getting into it, but definitely look into drop shipping as number. These things right here, your hands, if you are able to do anything in the beauty industry, I definitely say make that a side hustle. What I mean is, if you can do hair, if you can do nails, if you can do makeup, if you can do lashes, whatever it is, if you do massages or facials and stuff like that, whatever it is that you do, pay money to keep our look up to par, okay? I don't care how broke, how much money we don't say we don't have. I know when I was working and I didn't have, I didn't have any money, I was still getting my nails done. My hair was still going to be done. Whether I didn't have it or not, I will find some money to make sure my hair and my nails were done. So if you can do hair, that used to be my side hustle a long time ago. I actually enjoyed doing it. Now I don't enjoy doing it. It was something that kind of just wore off. But if I used to braid people's hair, do a little quick sewing for my young girls. And charge them like $50, if that. I was probably charging, depending on who it was, like $25 just to do a sewing, because guess what, it was quick money that was in my pocket. I didn't mind doing it. Able to do that. Like I said, we will find money to make sure our hair and our nails are done. That is something that is not going out of business. Even now, I'm on this Facebook page. It's called Phoenix MUAs, boutiques, hairdressers, or something much. It's every day I'm seeing somebody, can you do my hair? Who can do braids? Who can do nails? I need my makeup done for tomorrow. Can somebody do my makeup this weekend? So there's always a need for somebody to get their hair, nails, makeup, facials, any of that stuff. Like I said, we were going to make sure we continue to look good, no matter how broke we are. Some kind of computer creative is what I like to call it, meaning that you can build websites, you are good at graphic design, you make logos, so anything that along those lines, you can make money. Because guess what, all these people who are looking to start businesses are going to need that stuff, and everybody's not the type to go and sit down, build a website, build a logo. Like I said, if you look at my other video, that was a hard thing for me. Now I actually enjoy doing all that myself now that I've gotten the hang of it, and I've learned a lot more than what I knew when I just said I want to start a business. But guess what, there are people out there, even now, people have said, hey Shantae, how much do you charge to build a website? I'm like, oh, I never really thought about building you a website, but guess what? That's money. I know people now who've paid $2,000 just to have a website built. And I'm like, for some people that's super easy. They can build a website in a day, and that's $2,000 in your pocket. Put your work out there, build an Instagram, post your work, and people will hit you up if it's good work. If not, you can go on sites like Fiverr. Fiverr is a great platform for you. They kind of set everything up. You post your work, and then people will contact you and ask you to do the work for them. Ties in with the whole Fiverr online websites and all that stuff is starting an SMMA business. If you don't know what an SMMA business is, that stands for Social Media Marketing Agency. This is also something that I looked into. I've bought a course from it, from which I need to go back and relive that and see if that's something I want to get into. But pretty much is, once again, tying back into all these people who are starting these businesses. or even people who currently have businesses, they need people to run their social media. Social media is huge. That's the way it's going for marketing now. There are a lot of businesses that did not come up in that age, and so they're not very familiar with it, and they struggle in that area. So if you are one who sits on your phone all day posting pictures and stuff like that, and you're looking for an additional source of income, it might be something for you if you're good at that. And as far as keeping up with social media, posting stuff. Now there is things outside of just posting stuff. There's like Facebook ads and marketing and stuff like that. But that is a great way, especially the way we're moving nowadays in 2020 and beyond, being that social media is only going to get a bigger and bigger. That is a great way to start making money, is to say, hey, let me build you an Instagram page. Hey, let me build you a Facebook page and run it for you. And that way they're seeing the money and the revenue come in while they're picking out money to you for bringing in that additional money, if that makes sense. But yes, people are very clueless when it comes to social media. You'd be surprised, especially our older generation. If they have these businesses, if they want to keep up with the businesses, they're gonna have to get social media. That's the way it's going now. Running papers and the ads in the paper and all this other, it's not gonna work. It's gonna die out. We have to get them up to date, and it's us as the younger generation to help them with things such as social media. So that's a great platform to get into. Once again, there's tons of other videos on YouTube if you want to get into social media marketing that I encourage you to definitely look into. Something everybody knows about, and I would say it is definitely looking into, sorry, I had a notification. So I would definitely look into getting into Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft has been around for a while. There's so many people that do it. Now, I don't know much about Uber and Lyft. I know you can make money off of it. It is definitely something that I've heard or know people who've got into it, and they say, it's a pretty good source of income. Clearly people are making something off of it because it's still around and people are still getting into it. So number Airbnb and Turbo. So they kind of tie in together. They're just two different entities. So Airbnbs, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what that is. We've all probably used an Airbnb once in our life. So definitely if it's something that you're able to, if you want to rent out your house, or if you're one that you travel and you're not in your place very often, definitely look into something like that, renting out your space. Or if you're able to invest into maybe getting an apartment or something like that, in which you can turn into an Airbnb. That is a very smart way to go, especially I have family in Vegas, and so I was just actually having a conversation with my sister not too long ago about getting some sort of property, because they're building a huge new arena in Vegas that's going to bring in thousands, if not millions, of people for these football games. They just signed Beyonce. They signed another big artist in Vegas. Who else they signed? I think Cardi B, Drake. All these people are being signed into Vegas, which Vegas already brings in so many people already, but now they're going to bring in even more people. And guess what? Those people, eventually they're going to have to find a place to stay, and the hotels can only accommodate so many people, and people are only going to pay hotel prices to a certain extent. So why not do something far as, or even LA is getting that new stadium too, if you guys didn't know. But if you're in the LA area, Las Vegas, or anywhere you are where there's like a main attraction, or if you're in like a touristy city or something like that, look into investing into a property, flipping the property, cleaning it up a bit. Now there, you have to keep the maintenance and stuff like that, but when there's games in town, Super Bowl in Vegas, Turbo. I don't know too many people who have used Turbo, but I always see advertisements for Turbo. And Turbo pretty much is the same thing as Airbnb, meaning that you can rent your car out. So if you have a car that's sitting around, or you have multiple cars that have no use, or you can't drive, or whatever the case may be, renting out your car is the same thing as Airbnb, but it's just a car, but you can rent it out pretty much. Now you'll have to go look into the terms and conditions of how that works and stuff, but pretty much you can rent your car out just like you rent an Airbnb. It's getting into like ebooks, so that's something that I've really been seeing, and it's something I want to get into as well, that I'm working on for 2020, is getting into ebooks. So pretty much if you have information, you're selling your information just for somebody else, and everybody knows something different. What I know is something completely different from what you know, and I may want to invest in what you know in order for me to know. I know I have bought quite a few ebooks. I know when starting off as a boutique business, I did purchase a vendor book. I have purchased probably about 2 to 3 different vendor books just because I wanted to know the information. And they don't have to be expensive or anything like that. Sometimes making a $10 ebook is better than building one for $200 because you get more people that are attracted to the $10 price opposed to the $200, but it all depends on what information you are selling. So once again, start for like boutiques, vendor books. Start off small and see how it works. Now, it is saturated, but as is anything in this world, it's saturated. But you have to stand out and make it your own and make people want to buy it. But you sell vendor books, vendor books. What else have I bought from? There's a lady I follow on Instagram, and she sells books about how to go and source from China. So I bought that from her because she lists all the different places and what she's bought from and the prices that they're offering and how to negotiate and where to find certain things in certain parts of the area. So things such as that, even if it's not boutique related, if you know, a good thing is, like, I've heard people ask is, because my mom, she likes to coupon. So people have been like, oh, how do you coupon and stuff like that. So if you're interested in couponing and stuff like that, and that's something, make a book about it or make a presentation that's something that you can put it in a paper or presentation form in which you're able to sell to people. That way you can help them out. It's there. You can do coupons. You can do, recipes if you're good at, you know, cooking and stuff like that. Help us out. Nutrition, if you're good at putting together nutrition meals and stuff like that. You can sell information or working out on how to keep your body in shape or how to get a six-pack or something like that. Whatever it is that is your niche, whatever you are good at, there is a way for you to make it a book or a pamphlet or a presentation, something in hands form in which you are able to provide to us as a customer and which we can learn from and are willing to pay for. Number 10, for as getting a side hustle, is that in itself is get a side hustle, meaning get a second job. I know that's something that a lot of us don't want to hear, but there's really good job opportunities in which you can make some really quick money if you need money right away. You can get into the restaurant industry, making tips, bartending. You can be a bottle girl. You can work retail if you work commissions. So there's a very wide aspect depending on what you want to do and what you're willing to do and what you can do that. I mean, definitely if you're looking into the restaurant industry or bartending or being like getting into bottle services or whatever it is that you want to do in that industry, definitely make sure you look into your research to make sure you are getting somewhere where it is popular and busy, so that way you can make your money. And I would hate for you to go get a job at somewhere that's dead or it's only busy once a week and you don't make any money. So definitely do your research into where it is you would like to work. Like I said, even if it's going into retail, I know a lot of us don't want to work into that, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do. But even if it's like retail and you can get into commissions, look in those high-end luxury places. Don't be intimidated. Go in there, apply for it, and work in those high-end luxury places where you are getting a commission off of what you are doing. Okay guys, so that concludes my 10 side hustles video for you guys. So I hope this helps you out in considering of how you can get your hustle on this year. We are definitely reaching towards that 7 sources so we can all be future millionaires, right? So if you guys have other hustles that you are currently doing or you thought about doing or that you want to encourage others to do, definitely drop them down below. I would love to read them, and it'll help me too because I'm not there. I'm only at 3. I need like, I can't even count. I'm only at 3, so I definitely am looking for a side hustle as well. But yeah, tell me how you guys like this video. If there's other videos out there that you guys want me to do or you have questions, feel free to give them to me. Like I said, I do want to get a series started on like money and financing and credit and all this other stuff. So like I said, if you have any option or you have any ideas about what you guys want to know about or that I could help in any way, definitely drop them down below. I do read all my comments. I do try to respond to all my comments. And so yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time.